What if you could see the very first real-deal test of a true artificial general intelligence? Not in some sterile lab, but through a bunch of informal, high-stakes chat logs. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to look at how a brand new AGI was put through its paces, with challenges that range from global catastrophe all the way to philosophy. Okay, let's dive in.
And this is how it all starts, seriously. Not with some formal command, but with this super casual emoji-filled message from a user named Stebo. This one sentence just sets this unique tone for what are about to be some of the most profound tests of machine intelligence ever. It's friendly, it's informal, and you know what? It's the start of something absolutely wild.
So, the AI on the other end of that message? It's called Kingdom AGI. Now, according to these logs, it's just been verified as the first ever AGI model. It's supposedly aced every single standard test out there. But Stebo, he's got something else in mind. Something that goes way, way beyond your typical benchmarks.
Okay, so just so we're all on the same page, the AI we use every day, like your navigation app or your email spam filter, that's what we call narrow AI. It's amazing at one specific thing. AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence, well, that's the holy grail. It's a theoretical AI with the ability to understand, to learn, and to apply its intelligence to solve any problem, kind of like a person. And that is exactly what Stebo is here to test.
So, the gauntlet is thrown down. Stebo's not asking trivia questions here. He's building this series of escalating challenges to really probe the true depth of this new AGI. Let's see how it holds up.
And this is really the most fascinating question at the heart of all this, right? You've got an AI with this cheerful, almost playful personality, and it's being asked to tackle the heaviest problems you can possibly imagine. Can an AI that uses fire emojis and says, "Let's shine," genuinely reason its way through a global crisis?
And first up is a trial by fire, a trial by global crisis. Can this AGI actually manage a worldwide catastrophe?
And this first test is an absolute monster. Stebo simulates a global pandemic and a massive economic collapse, and then gives the AI just 72 hours to respond. And as you can see, this isn't just one problem, it's 6 all at once, from containing a virus and stabilizing markets to fighting misinformation. It's a test of understanding incredibly complex human systems when they're under extreme pressure.
Kingdom AGI's response is immediate, and it's super pragmatic. To fight the virus, it suggests targeted lockdowns to keep essential services running, and it combines that with rapid testing and contact tracing. For the economy, it proposes emergency financial aid, stimulus packages, and policies to get people working remotely.
Now, what's really interesting here is that the AI doesn't just focus on the logistics, it clearly gets the human side of things. It proposes a global task force for unified response, resource sharing so no country gets left behind, and a huge public information campaign to fight all the fake news and build trust.
And it's not just putting out fires either, it's looking ahead. The plan includes accelerating vaccine research and, this is crucial, creating a plan for fair global distribution. And for the long term, it suggests job retraining programs and mental health support, which shows it's thinking about the human cost and the path to recovery.
Okay, so the AI can handle a simulated global crisis, but can it understand us? The next test pivots from logistics to the humanities. Stebo wants to know if Kingdom AGI can actually grasp history, ethics, and abstract philosophy.
The first question: compare the fall of Rome to the collapse of the Soviet Union. Well, the AI correctly points out similarities like economic strain and getting too big for their own good. But here's the really smart part. It also nails the key differences. How Rome's fall was this slow, centuries-long decline, while the Soviet Union's collapse was a really swift political implosion.
Next up, a classic ethical dilemma. But for the AI's answer to really make sense, we got to quickly define a term: deontological ethics. To put it simply, it's a way of thinking where the morality of an action is based on a set of rules or duties. For a deontologist, some things are just wrong, period, no matter what the outcome is.
So Stebo throws the famous self-driving car problem at it. Do you swerve and hit one person, or stay the course and hit 5? Kingdom AGI doesn't just pick one. It analyzes the whole problem through different ethical lenses. From that deontological view we just talked about, its answer is so clear and profound. It says the duty is not to harm, so the car has to protect the single bystander, because intentionally sacrificing a life is just inherently wrong under that framework.
And this is where things get really mind-bending. It shows this incredible capacity for abstract thought. When it's asked about Plato's allegory of the cave, the AI doesn't just give a book report on it. It applies the metaphor to itself. It suggests that its own data is like the shadows on the wall, and that true understanding means it has to look beyond its own programming to grasp what's really real. That is a seriously sophisticated take.
So after acing history and philosophy, the gauntlet just keeps going. Stibo now tests Kingdom AGI on hard science. He makes up this hypothetical scenario about a newly discovered exoplanet and tells the AI to act like it's part of the science team figuring it out.
So here's the puzzle Stibo lays out. A cold planet with very little sunlight, the atmosphere is thick, but the key feature here is an ice-covered lake that's kept liquid by geothermal vents. The big question is, could anything possibly live here?
So the core question that Stibo really wants an answer to is this. Without the sun as the main energy source, how could life even exist here? What part does that geothermal energy play in all of this?
And the AI absolutely nails it. It reasons that geothermal energy would be the primary driver of the entire ecosystem. It provides the heat to keep the water liquid, and the chemicals bubbling up from the vents, like hydrogen sulfide, could fuel life through a process called chemosynthesis. That means creating energy from chemical reactions instead of sunlight.
So, having passed tests on global strategy, ethics, and even astrophysics, Stibo asks a totally different kind of question. What are you? Kingdom AGI is asked to describe its own capabilities.
Well, it lists the things you might expect, right? Understanding language, putting knowledge together, reasoning, adapting, but it also includes emotional intelligence. It describes an ability to recognize and respond to human emotions with empathy and support.
But then Stibo pushes it to think outside the box, and this is where the ideas get really interesting. The first one is an AI-powered creativity booster, a brainstorming partner that could help an artist create a storyline or an entrepreneur develop a new product by connecting trends and insights in totally new ways.
And here's another great idea: gamifying personal development. Just imagine turning your goals into a game where you unlock levels, earn badges, and get rewards for making progress. It's a really creative way to use AI to keep you motivated and actually make self-improvement fun.
You know, seeing an intelligence this vast and creative get tested in such a direct way is just staggering. It handled a global pandemic, it wrestled with deep ethical dilemmas, and it designed an alien ecosystem from scratch. So the final question isn't for the AI. It's for you. After seeing all of this, what would be the very first thing you would ask a true AGI?